What's going on, guys? Bank Robber Games here with more Elden Ring and the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. Last episode when we left off, we started making our way to this area here. It's actually quite tough, and yeah, got to sort of a nice, what I assume to be halfway point. This episode we're just going to be carrying on exploring this, and hopefully figure out how to get over here as well, and along this watchtower as well. And this is all because I want to try and get this map fragment. So it's definitely been a bit of a journey. Hopefully it's worth it. I recommend going back and watching the last episode as well. We got some new equipment, some cool encounters as well. And I've just switched over back to the Blasphemous Blade, because some of the enemies in this area are a little bit tougher than the previous ones we've been fighting against. So it just gives us that slightly more powerful weapon. I'm going to mess you up this time. That was satisfying. This whole area actually kind of reminds me of the castle down on the Weeping Peninsula. I can't remember what it's called, but it's where you get the grafted blade from in the main game. Try something out here, actually see how it works. Not too bad. I think actually quite well. Mess around with a little bit more. Hey. Imbued sword key, that's interesting. Means we're going to have some locked rift gates here. Let's see what Bloodhound Fang's like against this guy, actually, just because of his tendency to hide behind their shield. I shouldn't really have to deal with these buffs, but it just makes things a bit easier. Such a good weapon. The timing of the weapon art attacks actually seem to work quite well around his guard counters. Didn't flip his shield up though, like I was hoping. One thing that I have noticed is there hasn't actually been any shortcuts through this area, other than the gate that we sort of opened. This isn't very normal for a FromSoft game. So I'm assuming this is actually get down to that other area, maybe pointing in the opposite direction, so I'm not so sure. There's a way for us to get back up. That's fine, we've got that site of grace we can get to. That's where that spear guy fell off the cliff. So I'm guessing this is our way back down to the main path. Apparently I'm in combat with someone. It's not good news. Definitely meant to do that. New Ash of War. And this is on light great swords. Quite cool. Another area we need to look over. Down there. Still need to figure out how we get to that bit where the guys were firebombing us a couple of episodes ago. Didn't really want to run back into him. Yeah, that did not work. Kind of reminds me of the Crucible Knight at the bottom of Stormvale Castle, trying to get him to fall down the elevator on one of my sort of playthroughs that I did. I don't know how I managed to forget that guy was there. Oh, I saw boss football. Let's go in with the Bloodhound's flank for old time's sake. Going so well so far. Knew that was going to happen. Yeah, that really did not go well. I have a feeling the Bloodhound's Fang isn't a great weapon choice for this boss. I didn't even see the boss's name, to be fair. Cool boss music though. Let's go with something a little bit faster. Maybe. Not worried about our region at the moment. I doubt we're going to have full health for long. Oh, it's the same enemy that the talisman was based from. Picked up earlier. That was cool. I feel like she's doing most of the work here. Susceptible to poison though, so maybe rot as well. That was cool. Why are you focusing on me? Not fair. I want that weapon. That's not good. What's that? What the? Okay. Just hell moons at me. Nice. Let's give this another go. This time. Cool. Yeah. Thank you, Black Knife Tish. Let me get my stuff. See if we can get a chilling mist on them. Tisha's down. That was going kind of well until that end. But yeah, that seemed to be quite a good attempt. I'm going to cut to whenever the attempt that we beat the boss. Hopefully it'll be the next one. We'll see. Glad that's over. It's fair to say that took me a couple of attempts, and you might be able to tell our build's quite a bit different from what we started trying. Yeah, very cool boss. Quite frustrating to fight. I'm glad that's over. Yeah, very cool though. But we did get a remembrance from that, so I'll make sure to have a look at that. So that seems like one of Mesmer's close allies. But we are going to go back to Round Table Hold to take the remembrance to the finger readers and see if we get any items. I'll see what items. So it looks like we can get their swords. Good split damage there. Decent physical damage. Yeah, along with the magic and fire damage. Sounds pretty cool. Potentially very powerful. Almost reminds me a little bit of in Dark Souls 3. Can't remember his name. He wields two swords, so you can get. Stats aren't too bad for those actually. Very, very decent. Then this has a really high intelligence cost of 72. That's pretty cool. Little tie back to Renala there as well. How do we get back to the... Oh. But yeah, I went with our 2 great stars build that we used quite a lot throughout the game. It's really good. High poise damage, passive bleed. Then we have the split damage on both of them as well. I'm not sure if that came in handy at all. And then along with the prayerful strike, which lets us get some of our HP back as well throughout the fight. And they also have passive healing when you hit enemies. Very, very powerful, useful weapons. Another fragment.
Hello again. Did you meet my compatriots? They're quite the congregation, from places as far and wide as you can imagine. Doubtless it'd have all come to blows at first glance, were it not for the charm kindly Mikula put upon us. This is what allows us to serve together, the work of a living god.
Sounds a little bit weird. Sounds like Mikula put a spell on these guys. But they're kind of happy for it.
We are all utterly captivated by kindly Mikula. It is what binds us together. We are all it is what binds.
So I'm guessing that gesture, we need to use that gesture against someone. So I guess we're looking for a monk. Make sure to remember that. Let's get that map fragment and then see if we can figure out that way to the tower where those guys were throwing fire bombs at us. There's another one of those fire giant dudes, wicker men in the background there. Another good thing with the prayerful strike is that it does have a lot of poise, so you can basically tank your way through most things while you're sort of casting it, if you will. And yeah, that's a whole lot more area to explore. What the hell is that? Looks like we'll find out. Yeah, that is that map fragment. So we need to figure out how to get onto this like island bit here and then over to this bit here. But yeah, the way that NPC was talking was almost like she was hypnotized, like a, I don't know, like she's being used as some sort of slave, which isn't great, but we do have new crafting material here. Can't believe they're going after me from there. Yeah, it looks like we need to drop down there. That might allow us to get over to that island and that other little fort thing. Interesting. There's another giant over there. Find somewhere where we can survive this fall. It looks good. Maybe. And then we did have a imbued sword key. No. Normally they have a message saying where they're leading to, but this one doesn't. So we're going to avoid using our only imbued sword key we have at the moment. And save it for when we know we've sort of found all of them, or pretty cool. Right, so I haven't got any sorceries equipped. It sounds like you can use this sword as a catalyst. That's pretty cool. Good idea. Reminds me a little bit of the Demon Scar, I think it is, in Dark Souls 3. The fire sword that you can use to cast pyromancies. Very nice. If I get the chance, I will try and show off some sorceries, at least the new ones, because I know during the main game didn't rely on magic at all that much. We had a little bit of faith, you know, mainly for our buffs and being able to take status effects off of us, but we didn't really rely on them for damage. So I'll see if I can show some more off. Don't want to be squashed up by the giant, so that'll do. It's definitely one of the areas we were hoping to get to before. Still haven't got a clue. We get down there. Unless it is just come all the way around. Drop down into the tower. This is the thing that I both love and hate with FromSoftware games. You know, you're left to explore things yourself, which is good. It's very rewarding. Like I said, I think it was the second episode of the series, can make it quite difficult to make content for. Going the wrong way anyway. Just wanted to say hi to our giant friend there. Definitely looks like more of the enemies here are soldiers. And after completing that boss that gave us the remembrance, I assume this area is more difficult than the previous one. I did forget how fun the great stars are to use. Fire barrels. Why not? I bet I'll miss. That was pretty cool. Took quite a while to throw it out, but I guess it has got a big explosion. I know there are these other barrels here, but I assume the pot itself has a big explosion. I feel like they've increased the explosion radius. The initial explosion. Can't think if we have any other weapons that do fire damage at range. I haven't got any fire spells or incantations memorized. I did have perfume bottle. Works. Don't know if there's an attack that's got a bit more range to it. Only have a kick. Weapon art. What the hell was that that blew me up? Hefty oil pot. I'm guessing that like instantly coats enemies in oil with one use, and it covers a bigger area as well. Didn't really expect a little mini boss there. Very big great shield there. Pretty decent stats actually. But yeah, I've just actually noticed how long this episode's been, so I'm pretty sure there's a good place to wrap up the episode, you know, taking out that little unexpected boss. And then next episode, I guess we're going to carry on exploring this area and then maybe head over and do some of the dungeons, maybe see if we can take this guy on, that we've found so far. But thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed the episode and been enjoying the series so far. If you have been enjoying the series, please like and subscribe for more, and that way you won't miss out on anything. But thanks again for watching, always appreciate having you guys here. I'll catch you guys in the next episode.